Before I begin, to any divers that may find this, note I am making this reference for Super Earth. If I am KIA or this is lost, please continue this journal. 28th of November, 2184. My name is Goudly. I'm a new cadet from Super Earth, originally from Sector 7. I have recently just finished my training, and I am excited getting a super destroyer for myself and to be able to help spread democracy for Super Earth and for our citizens and other divers. I cannot lie, though, and say that I'm not a little bit nervous regarding everything. All that we hear with our training from the different ministries and everything that we've been told, it's absolutely crazy. All the things that we will run into out in the worlds. But to do these things for us, for Super Earth, for our citizens, and for everything, I do value it as a very high honor to be able to take this and to do this, not only for myself, but for others, and for those of Super Earth. From my training and all the knowledge that I've gained from the ministries while I was back on Super Earth, it's unbelievable to think about all the things that past Helldivers have dealt with. One of the biggest stories, of course, and everybody can tell you of this, is just from Malevelon Creek, alone as it was, to a more recent event of Oshune when it comes to the bugs. I suppose I should try to be proper with their names, at least for this first journal recording. We of Super Earth have tried to spread democracy across the galaxy as best as we could for decades, 100 years, since the first galactic war and everything. Our enemies now strive and thrive and push toward Super Earth and to stop us in our goals with democracy and with protecting citizens. We have on all fronts of us, to the east, as we can call it, the Terminids, or the bugs as they call them from what I've heard from training. Breeding that they do, but the resource that they are for that E710 is just so vital for all of our warfront efforts and for everything that we need to do. But I can't lie, hearing and seeing some of the stuff, it's just almost a horror, but not impossible, for what all the other Helldivers have done and been able to push forward on those fronts has been beyond impressive to hear about, and it's something that I hope I can strive and be a part of too. Then, almost on the complete opposite side of the galaxy, the automatons, the bots as they call them. Speaking of independence, speaking of freeing people and all of that, but the horrors that they showed from our training and everything we've seen, I don't understand how someone can believe those lies. It simply doesn't make sense to me. I know I may be new and fresh to this, but I look forward to the opportunity, especially to try and take them down. Those war machines and stuff that they have. And from what I hear, and from other Helldivers, none of that stands up to our firepower, though. From everything the ministries have done for us, and the Ministry of Defense, and the Ministry of Science especially, just to be able to change and give us his resources and everything has just been crucial to all fronts for the war effort. And then finally, someone from the first war that they taught us about, the Illuminate squids as they call them. Those alien scum. They have ancient technology from our understanding, but it's stuff that once we get a hold of, we make better. For managed democracy, we're able to make it stronger and make it work for us instead. But that horror affected some of us from our training pretty heavily. Just to hear citizens being captured, getting their voting rights stuff taken away, the calling of voteless and everything that they are now. I can imagine that they want and just hope to be put out of such pain from that. I couldn't even imagine. But on the front and everything, Helldivers, for all three fronts and all three of those enemies that we deal with, we push and strive every day. Divers are dropping in, using all of the gear and equipment that they have, and the strength that we have. It's something I know for a fact that we can push forward with. And now, I just hope I can do my part as best as possible. I just returned from my first mission. An illegal broadcast set upon a planet. Oh man, I can't even remember the name of where I just dropped now. I apologize for that to my fellow Helldivers. Regarding making this journal, I do want it to be clear, but forgive my nervousness and forgive my excitement to be out in the field now and to be able to help spread democracy for us, for our citizens, and for Super Earth. But it was exciting to be out at Planetfall. Very rainy, and, well, knowing and being told of some of the equipment that we can get, man, from some of those things, from just some strong, powerful rifles, machine guns, the sentries that drop down and help fight with us. Well, as they say though, as long as you avoid their line of fire, they will fire upon anybody, and we must not get in their way. Call it a high priority versus us Helldivers. But all that gear, and even from the mighty walkers that I've heard about, is just, it's so impressive. It's so wonderful to hear about what the ministries can create, what we can do, what we can find with resources, and just the amount of firepower and things that we can push against our enemies is, it's beautiful in a way. It's wonderful. It's just makes me hopeful for my future as a Helldiver. It makes me hopeful to be able to do my best, to be able to help my fellow Helldivers out, to be able to help Super Earth, and just to spread that democracy and to have that strength. But, off track there for a moment. When I landed on the planet, I had to remember calling in what little bit I had. I so look forward to gaining some of the resources that I can for more. But for the time being, just to be able to call down that machine gun, strap it to my back, load it up for the first time, and start firing on enemies is a beautiful thing. And it's something that I look forward to being able to do more and to being able to have more for that. I haven't run into any other Helldivers personally, but having only one drop, that will come in time. I'm not worried about that. And I trust my other Helldivers. I know that everybody has their back when they're out in the field. And those that don't, what do they call them? Like chaos divers or something of the sort. Nah. If you're not helping spread democracy with Super Earth and with your fellow Helldivers, then, well, you're just a part of the enemy, and that needs to be taken care of swiftly. Upon landing on the planet and calling in my resources, I was checking through my radar and doing what I can to scour the map and area. I must say I appreciate that Super Earth and, along with it, the station, oh goodness, the station that's above head and a lot of planets. It's nice to be able to know that we have those resources and stuff, but we start out limited. We have to build up our income and everything and find resources, super credits, or requisition or stuff like that on the planet. To be able to buy more, it's nice. But landing, I was nervous, but I knew what I had to do, and just to terminate an illegal broadcast, something that should never be out. I was able to move across. I found other resources and gear in the field, which was nice. I mean, heck, this early on, you find something brand new, take advantage of it, give it a shot. But moving across and finding all those things, I was able to build up my arsenal and move. I eventually did find the broadcast, and Terminids were sitting around, and I was able to swiftly wipe them out and shut that broadcast down. Using the control panels, it's easy. It thankfully is intuitive, but I have heard that that stuff will get tricky some days. It just depends on what you got to do and what you got to take care of. But it's all worth it. And in time and repetition, you get smarter and stronger with those things. Yeah, I know that I'll get there, and I know it'll be worth it. Seeing the patrols, I decided to try and test to see how close I could get, but I can't lie. Being solo out there is a different story. Having a fellow Helldiver group will be nice in the future. But eventually I was able to complete my mission and take care of the broadcast and extract without any issues. It'll be interesting for the future, going up against the bots properly and the squids as well. That'll come in time. I don't want to be too antsy when it comes to this. I hope to have a long enough life to be able to gain resources and gather more, and to meet so many fellow Helldivers. I said this at the beginning, but I want to state it one more time at the end. If this journal is found by any Helldivers from here forward to the future, if my body's next to it, pick it up and continue with it, please. If my body is not there, hopefully I will find it later.